given up on you and they no longer believe you can accomplish anything?
Well, that's easy. I grew up with that. I have a brother and a sister, and they constantly competed with each other. They're very intelligent. They never had to study. They got A's. I was an average student, and my mother constantly told me I never would finish anything in my life. And everything I tried to start, I would never finish. I would never finish. So I got upset one year. I was growing in office education in high school. I decided that I would show her. So I wrote a book. It's a job manual. It was about a specific office in Seguin, Texas. I went, interviewed the doctor, interviewed the secretary, looked over and took pictures and wrote a book about it, and I took it all the way to national competition. I made placed 10th in 25 books, and then I went home and showed my mom my trophy and said, I finished something. What do you think of me now? She says, well, I'm very proud of you. That was the only time that she came directly to me and said, I am proud of you, until I reached adulthood. But through the years of college, I never heard her tell me how proud she was. It's very hard to overcome someone that says you'll never finish anything. But then I decided that it's not her who I need to please, it's myself. What do I expect of myself? And so I rose to the occasion of myself. And when I came to God, I knew that He's the one I have to rise to. He's the one that expects great things from me, and I need to show Him and all my brothers and sisters in Christ and out of Christ's love. So no matter what other people think, and incidentally my mother did come around as an adult when I became adulthood, and now she's very proud of me, and we have a very good relationship now. We grew. But it's only because I had to tell her point blank, you know, Mom, look at all the things I did finish. Don't be negative to me about the things I didn't finish. And I told her I'm about God, and it really only matters what God thinks of me and what I think of myself to present to others to show them God. And that's all that matters. And now I've risen to the occasion, and I'm not finishing things anymore unless I just can't.
Well said. Well said. And DJ?
Well, with the people that have so low expectations and they've given up on me, it's what I've done and how I've kind of handled it is it's not necessarily block them out or anything like that, but try and rise up to the occasion, step up to the plate with those. Go above and beyond. I've tried to go, and I have gone above and beyond with those people because I want them to know that I can do all things, through Christ who strengthens me. And, that's something that I've had to go over and mull over in my mind a lot is that verse is, you can do all things. And no matter what, someone may have low expectations or high expectations. And so those people have kind of just gone above and beyond just so that they can say, you know what, I can finish. I'm not going to do it all the time to prove myself to you, but I am going to show you that I can do it.
Awesome. All right, final question, and I'll leave you guys alone. We have a lot of relationships like these, whether we're the one with the expectations too high or low for someone, or somebody has them too high or low for us. Now, what do you think is a good solution for this pit that we all fall into? It's tough, you know.
Pray. Pray. Personally, we all probably need to be knocked over the head by God a few times so that we don't have too high of expectations for our friends or family or children. I know I have certain expectations as a parent to my son, all my sons, I know that I'm proud of each one of them, and I hope they're proud of me. I don't know what the solution is to correct people from having too high of expectation, except to tell them that walk in their shoes. Think about who has high expectations or low expectations of you, and really think about it within yourself to see how you would feel and what you might remark and say to that other person. And then if that person that you're having high expectations or low expectations makes a rebuttal to you, you don't be too hasty to condemn them for whatever they say. Just truly open your heart and listen to what they have to say and then really think about it. I don't know the solution except to look to God and pray about it and just try really hard not to be a perfectionist and so critical of others, because that's not what God is about.
Not at all, not at all. Anything, DJ?
Kind of got a little bit of a story with that one. This past Thursday, and I work just the beginning of the day. I have a couple new techs working with us, and so they're just kind of getting into the groove and everything. And we have 2 docs, and so it should be an easy day, a really easy day. In fact, we should be ahead of schedule by about a half an hour. We end up being behind schedule about 45 minutes. And I was just like, why? Why is this going on? I mean, this is not acceptable. And I was just like thinking to myself, wait a second, where was I 3.5 months ago when I was just learning how to do this job? And I had to step aside and say, God, let me not be as critical, let me not be as demanding of these people as some other people might. And a lot of the things is expectations. It's good to have expectations of people, but it's when we have our expectations and desires at the same level. Our desires should be high for people. It should be because you want to desire the best for people. It's when we have our expectations at the same place, and when people don't meet those expectations, that's when we feel let down or something like that. But we got to bring the expectations down a little bit more so that people are able to meet those goals in our eyes or in Christ's eyes. And that's something that I was taught a couple years ago. Can't bring down those expectations. Have the same desires for people, but have healthy expectations for people. And you'll be able to. You won't be as critical. You won't be as demanding of people.
Alright then. Well, thank you both for your time. That was awesome.